Welcome to 99 Promos with English A1. We are going to talk about the present perfect today.
So the present perfect in general is used to express actions that began in the past and are still going on today. So for example, events that started in the past but are still continuing today. For example, he has worked on his project for 3 weeks. The meaning is that he has been working on his project for 3 weeks and is still working on it. The formation for the present perfect, you always use two verbs, have or has, plus the past participle, and more information about this will follow. We have two forms in the present perfect, and we can distinguish them. For example, the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous.
You got a couple of singular words with this tense. You got for, you got yet, you got never, you got ever, you got just, already, and since. The present perfect simple, the use for the present perfect simple is to express an action that is completed or to emphasize the result. For example, I have visited the United Kingdom. You can use the present perfect simple while confirming something. For example, she has visited the United Kingdom. Denying something, she hasn't visited the United Kingdom. For asking something, has she visited the United Kingdom? Or asking with denial, hasn't she visited the United Kingdom?
So we can conclude that the action is very important by the present perfect simple. How to form the present perfect simple? For example, he has sung that song. So you first put the subject in front, he, and then has or have. And also the past participle plus rest. So as you can see, I have sung, you have sung, he, she, or it has sung, and we have sung, you have sung, and they have sung.
The past participle. For regular verbs, we normally add ed to form its past participle. For example, she hasn't finished her assignment yet, to finish plus ed. But at irregular verbs, they unfortunately don't have this same rule. You're just gonna have to practice them. For example, I still haven't found my keys. To find plus ed, that just doesn't match, so you'll have to practice them. For a list of the irregular verbs, you can consult this website.
So we have to use certain verbs with the present perfect simple. For example, to state something, like the verbs to be or to have. We have been on holiday for 2 weeks, but also some senses, like to feel, hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. He has touched the painting, but also for brain work, like for example, to believe, to know, to think, and to understand. I have known him for 3 years.
A few remarks. We use this tense to emphasize on completion. I have done my homework, for example, meaning my homework is completed now. We use this tense to get the desired result. I have washed the car is clean now, for example. Since the last time, I haven't played that game for years, meaning it's years ago that I have last played that game. And a permanent situation, for example, James had lived in this town for 10 years, meaning he is still a permanent resident of this town.
So the present perfect continuous is another form of the present perfect, and we use this to emphasize the duration or continuous course of an action. So with the present perfect continuous, the action is very important. For example, by confirming something, he has been studying abroad for 5 years, so you can ask yourself, how long has he been studying? So 5 years. Also for denying something, he hasn't been studying abroad for 5 years. And asking something, has he been studying abroad for 5 years? But also for asking with denial, hasn't he studying abroad for 5 years now?
How to form the present perfect continuous? For example, I have been studying for 5 years. You start with a subject, you add has or have been, plus the base of the verb, plus ing, plus the rest of your sentence. Then you get sentences like I have been studying or you have been studying. At he, she, it, you have to mark attention to the has, as that's the only different form. So you got he, she, it has been studying. You got we have been studying, you have been studying, and they have been studying.
We also have some remarks on the present perfect continuous. For example, to emphasize on the duration. I have been doing my homework, meaning that's how I've spent my time. It doesn't matter whether the homework is completed now. Also, there is a unwanted side effect. So, why are you so wet? I have been washing the car, and the side effect is I became wet when I was washing the car. It doesn't matter whether the car is clean now. Or, for example, since the beginning, I haven't been playing that game for an hour, only for 10 minutes, meaning it isn't even an hour ago that I started to play this game. And also temporary, so James has been living here for a year, meaning this situation is only temporary. Maybe he's an exchange student and only here for 1 or 2 years.
Now the exercises, you're gonna have to fill in the blanks in these sentences. You gotta mind the tenses. We're going now start the PowerPoint, so you can take some time to fill them in.
So you can stop the video now and make these exercises at home, and then we will correct them. So the first answer, I think the waiter has forgotten us. We have been waiting here for over half an hour and nobody has taken our order yet. So in the first sentence you use has forgotten. So that is the present perfect simple, because the action is very important, because the waiter has forgotten them. And in the second sentence you can see that they use the present perfect continuous, have been waiting. And that's because the duration is very important. You can ask yourself, how long have we been waiting here? For over half an hour. And the last one, nobody has taken our order yet. The action is also very important, so you have to use the present perfect simple. I think you're right. He has walked by us at least 20 times. He probably thinks we have already ordered. So has walked is present perfect simple, and you can ask yourself how much has he been walked by us. So at least 20 times. The action is important. He probably thinks we have already ordered. It is also the present perfect simple because the action is also important, and also the verb to think is brain work, so you know you have to use it with the present perfect simple. Look at that couple over there. They have only been here for 10 minutes and they already have their food. Have only been, it is the present perfect simple because it is the verb to be. He must realize we have not ordered yet. Have not ordered yet is the present perfect simple because it is about the action. They haven't ordered yet, and you can also see the signal word yet, so you know you have to use it with the present perfect. We have been sitting here for over half an hour staring at him. It is the present perfect continuous because you can ask yourself how long have we been sitting here, so the duration is important. I don't know if he has even noticed us, so this is also with the present perfect simple, and the action and result is very important. He has been running from the table taking orders and serving food. Has been running is the present perfect continuous. That's true, and he has not looked in our direction once. Has not looked is the present perfect simple because to look is a verb that you use with the present perfect simple. And this was our presentation. We hope you have learned something about it, and thank you for watching.